I'm Nakisha Adams, and welcome to our video module, Computer Access for Students. Join us as we explore ways to make computers accessible for students with a wide range of disabilities. This training is a result of a special collaboration between the Alabama State Department of Education, Special Education Services, United Ability, and Accessing Potential through Assistive Technology. These agencies have worked with professionals from around Alabama to create meaningful learning opportunities for you. We hope that you gain valuable knowledge that can support you and your students. So, let's get started.
Hello, today we will be discussing free and commercially available software for computer access that can be used by students with disabilities. My name is Michael Papp, and I am a rehabilitation engineer. I'm the program manager with the Rehabilitation Engineering and Assistive Technology program at the Alabama Department of Rehabilitation Services. The Rehabilitation Engineering and Assistive Technology program is committed to excellence in providing state-of-the-art engineering technology services to consumers across the continuum of ADRS divisions to facilitate the dignity and independence of individuals with disabilities in the community, at home, in school, and at work. We work with consumers to find or develop assistive devices that will reduce or remove barriers presented by disability to improve their quality of life. Today we will be discussing computer accessibility. Computer accessibility is about making computers usable for people with a wide range of disabilities. This can include vision impairments, hearing loss, mobility impairments, learning disabilities, and cognitive impairments. There are two main ways in which accessibility might be achieved on a computer system. One is to utilize built-in accessibility features such as changing the fonts to bold and increasing the text size, using high-contrast themes, utilizing closed captioning support, using keyboard shortcuts, voice control features, and features such as sticky keys. Another way we can achieve accessibility on a computer is to utilize specific assistive technology software and devices such as screen readers, screen magnifiers, speech recognition software, switch interface devices, refreshable braille displays, adapted mice and keyboards, and positioning aids. Today we will be discussing built-in accessibility features in common operating systems such as iOS, Microsoft Windows, Mac OS, Android devices, and Chrome OS. All 5 operating systems share multiple features in common. We'll be going over and discussing which each of those features are and how they work. Each operating system works a little bit differently, but you can find all of these features in each one. I've prepared this rubric on screen outlining common accessibility features for each company's operating system. First, we will talk about features that aid students with vision impairment. We'll start by discussing screen magnification, or zoom. Zoom acts as an electronic magnifying glass for the computer screen. Zoom increases the size of what you are looking at on the screen, which improves text readability. It helps the user see fine detail and reduces eye strain. The magnification is adjustable from magnification such as 1.2 times up to 16 times the original size. These features can assist with tracking the mouse pointer or cursor on the screen by enlarging them. There are different view options such as full screen magnification, a split view where half the screen is magnified and the other half is not, or a box view or a handheld magnifier view, which is very similar to holding a magnifying glass over the screen and moving it around. Box view lets you see the full screen and move a small magnifying window around to enlarge a small portion. Another feature to aid people with vision impairment is the built-in ability to change the contrast of the screen. It improves the visual distinction between different elements on the screen, which will enhance readability. It can reduce visual clutter, improves the focus of some individuals, and is beneficial for those with light sensitivity. This is an example of reverse contrast where, instead of a white background with black text, we have a black background with bright yellow text. Reversing contrast can make the text appear larger. There are different high contrast modes, such as grayscale, negative, and reverse contrast. We can also customize our background color with different color choices based on the user's needs. A vision accessibility feature used by people who are functionally blind is the screen reader. A screen reader allows the computer to talk to the user. It acts as a bridge between the visual world and the computer screen in a format usable by individuals with a vision impairment. The screen reader will read important information on the screen based on what the individual is typing or accessing with a mouse or a touch screen. Features like the screen reader, where the computer reads text on the screen, is often referred to as text-to-speech. Most screen reader technology also has the capacity to work with an external refreshable Braille display and provide Braille output in addition to the text-to-speech. Screen readers can alter the way a computer works and allow somebody who cannot see the mouse or touchscreen to navigate completely with their keyboard. Screen readers allow users who are blind to use audio and tactile navigation instead of navigation by sight. Color filters are available to enhance contrast and can reduce color confusion. This is especially beneficial for people who are colorblind. By utilizing a color filter and replacing a color or a couple of colors that someone might not be able to see clearly, you can improve the readability of certain pages. You can set up custom color filters based on an individual's visual needs. The ability to enlarge text and create bold fonts on every screen is also available on all operating systems. For anyone with vision impairment, or even as people get older, it is beneficial to have large text or bold text to improve the readability of the screen. This provides a clear distinction when reading or looking at things that are on the screen. This will also improve the hierarchy of how information is being presented. It makes it easier to tell what is more important by emphasizing what headings are versus the content when larger text or bold fonts are enabled. Enabling large and bold text enhances navigation and reduces eye strain for people as they use their computer or tablet device. Here are some common features that can aid students with hearing impairment. Closed captions and subtitles are features available on all operating systems. The difference between the two is that closed captions aid viewers who are hearing impaired by transcribing the audio into text. Closed captioning can include important sounds such as music, footsteps, and doorbells. Subtitles are a different feature that might look similar, but they aid viewers who need spoken language translated into another language. All computer devices also have the capacity for sound notification customization. It is possible to set specific sounds to trigger an alert. You can flash the screen or part of the screen when an audio notification is made. Unique sounds can be used for specific audio notifications, such as when an email comes in versus a voicemail or text message. You can prioritize alerts to distinguish important or specific information. Altering or turning off sound notifications may also be beneficial to help manage attention and user focus. For an individual with ADHD, for example, you might want to limit or change a particular sound notification to be something that is less distracting for them. It is also possible to change visual alerts and how the computer will alert somebody to a notification. Audio and visual alerts work together to create a more accessible computer experience by providing alternative ways for users to receive information that typically comes through sight on a computer screen. Now we will discuss common features that aid students with mobility and dexterity limitations. All computerized devices have the capacity to be controlled by switches. People with limited mobility can access computers using switches and as an alternative input device instead of a traditional keyboard or mouse. Switches are specialized buttons that require minimum pressure or movement to activate. The user activates a switch to scan and or select highlighted items. This is a video demonstration on an iPad using a Bluetooth switch interface from AbleNet for dual switch scanning. By pressing the white button on the left, the user activates the switch scan, which highlights a portion of the screen and groups the apps together. The scan feature is set up for row-column scanning. Pressing the white switch will advance the highlighted section to the next option. The orange switch will select the highlighted option. The user moves to the selected row by pressing the white switch to advance until the Safari app is selected. They select it with the orange switch and the menu pops up. There are options in that menu. The first option to open the app is highlighted with the white switch and selected with the orange switch. Use the white switch to bring up the scanning highlight on the website. When they are ready, the user can close the app using their switches to open the browser menu and select Home. The two-switch step scanning takes practice to use because it has a higher cognitive load than direct selection on the touchscreen, but it can allow a switch user to independently use their computer. Another feature to assist individuals with mobility issues are the on-screen keyboards. You have seen an on-screen keyboard on your iOS and Android devices, but did you know that they were also built into Windows, Chromebooks, and Mac OS? Students who have difficulty using a standard keyboard and mouse can use the built-in on-screen keyboard. This provides an alternative method of input for people with limited hand or arm mobility, for whom using a physical keyboard can be difficult or impossible. Students can use a touchscreen or an alternative pointing device such as a mouse, trackball, head control, joystick, or eye gaze to type. Using an on-screen keyboard can also improve accuracy for individuals with tremors or coordination issues who need help with larger and more spaced out keys. This improves typing accuracy by reducing the chance of accidentally hitting the wrong key. Here's a demonstration of an on-screen keyboard on a Windows device being used with a mouse. The individual is using their mouse to type on an on-screen keyboard in Windows. Once the on-screen keyboard is open, they can use their keyboard shortcuts to open a document and type whatever they would like. There's a variety of options available, such as hover to select and predictive text. Hover to select allows somebody who can't click on a button to click on something by hovering over it for a set period of time. They are now able to use their mouse to make selections that they would like on the computer. Voice control is another method that an individual with mobility and dexterity issues can use to access a computer. It is an alternative access method for people who cannot use the keyboard or mice but have clear speech. Voice control can allow somebody to open applications, navigate menus, compose documents, browse the web, and control the Internet of Things devices such as automatic door locks, lights, and even their television. Voice control also improves typing efficiency for individuals who need to do a lot of writing. Keyboard settings such as slow keys, repeat keys, and sticky keys can aid users who have difficulty using the keyboard. For example, activating the slow keys feature can reduce accidental key presses. When turned on, an individual has to press and hold a key for a longer period of time in order to activate the key. This is helpful for users who drag their hands on the keyboard or frequently bump the wrong key. The key repeat rate can be changed to increase the delay of response of a key being held down. When an individual is able to press and hold a key but has difficulty releasing it quickly, you can reduce the key repeat rate so that when they hold the key down, it doesn't keep activating. For example, if you press the T key and keep holding it down, the letter will keep typing the letter T. With the key repeat rate time increased, the individual has more time to release the key before the T is typed again. Another feature is called sticky keys. When activated, it allows the individual to hold down the Shift key, Control key, and Alt key, and other specialty keys by pressing it once. For example, if I were typing with one finger and I wanted to type the capital T, I can turn on sticky keys so that I can tap the Shift key and then type the T key, and the computer will type a capital T. Now we will discuss some common features that aid in learning. One feature to assist in learning that is built into all operating systems is text-to-speech. We discussed earlier screen readers, which will provide text-to-speech for people with vision impairment. There are also text-to-speech features designed specifically to aid students with learning disabilities. This provides students with an alternative way to access and process information. It can reduce reading eye strain, improve focus and concentration, enhance comprehension. It can boost confidence and motivation in students, and it helps build fluency and vocabulary for students as they learn to read. One particular feature that is often used with text-to-speech is focus highlighting. Focus highlighting provides visual cues that help the student visually focus on the text, reducing distraction and enhancing information processing. by combining visual reinforcement with auditory input. As the text-to-speech voice is reading, the word, sentence, or paragraph can be highlighted to help the student visually track which word is being read back by the computer. Some focus highlighting features, such as the Immersive Reader in Microsoft Word and Edge, can reduce visual clutter. It helps to improve clarity and focus. It improves reading efficiency and enhances information processing. It can also help students by chunking information as they read, and can improve students' ability to remember what they read by accessing visual and auditory memory. The simplified display feature may help students who are easily distracted, who have difficulty with visually complex displays, or who have developmental disabilities. This feature is most commonly used on a tablet or smartphone device, but it is a valuable tool related to learning and cognitive function. It is also a valuable tool for people who struggle with complex touchscreen interfaces. By simplifying the display, it modifies the way information presented on the display to make it easier to understand and interact with the device. A simplified display can be customized to remove items that are not necessary for the user and reduces the visual complexity of the display. So, instead of having every single app show up on the screen, just the apps that the student needs are visible. This helps improve the clarity of the device interface. It enhances navigation for individuals who have difficulty finding specific items when there are a lot of choices. It also reduces distractions for students who keep opening up incorrect apps or keep going to apps that they should not be using, and it increases the readability of the display. The simplified display can be especially handy if you have a student who should be using their iPad as a communication device, study tool, or organizational tool, but they keep opening up the browser or playing games. You can remove apps that you don't want the student to have access to from the display without deleting them from the device. On many devices, you can lock and unlock the simplified display with a passcode. Text prediction, also known as word prediction, is another feature that can aid individuals with learning disabilities and mobility impairments. Text prediction is a tool for writing that suggests words based on the letters you've typed. If you've sent a text message with a smartphone, you've probably used it already. As you type, the software analyzes the letters and predicts the most likely words you are trying to spell. For example, if someone was trying to spell out the word thanks and they started typing T, H, A, the device will try to predict the next word, and when they see the word on a list of possibilities, they can then click on the word that they want, and the device will input the entire word without the individual having to complete the word. This reduces the physical effort. It improves the accuracy of writing and can speed up communication for individuals who are slow typists or have difficulty with text entry. It provides cognitive assistance for somebody who may not know how to completely spell the word, and it adds vocabulary expansion by presenting words that the student may not be familiar with. Each operating system has accessibility settings that can be found in different locations. In iOS, you can access accessibility by opening up the Settings app, which has a big gear on it, scrolling down, and tapping accessibility. In Apple's macOS, click the top left corner Apple icon, select System Settings, and scroll down the list to Accessibility. In Windows, click the Start menu and type Ease of Access and click on the Ease of Access settings. On an Android device, tap the Gear Shape Settings app. Scroll down and tap Accessibility or System. Please note that Android devices can differ significantly based on their manufacturer. It may be easier to search for the term accessibility in the system settings. In Chrome OS, click on the time in the bottom right corner of the screen. Click Settings in the expanded menu. Scroll until you find Accessibility and click on it. Most devices have some sort of general accessibility shortcut. Accessibility shortcuts allow you to quickly activate or deactivate accessibility features on your device. This is often an option that has to be selected and set up manually before the student can use it. Most digital voice assistants will enable accessibility features when asked. For example, on an Apple device, If you activate Siri, you can ask the device to turn on VoiceOver, which is the screen reader. If you get stuck in an accessibility feature and don't know how to turn it off, you can activate the digital voice assistant again, such as Siri, and ask it to disable VoiceOver or whatever accessibility feature you are using. In iOS, you can enable the triple-click home button shortcut to allow you to bring up a menu of accessibility features that you will commonly use or that you have set to be commonly used on the device. This device can be customized to have from one to all of the accessibility options on the menu. If you only select one accessibility feature, such as increased contrast, that feature will activate when you hit the home button 3 times. On macOS, press and hold the Option key, Command key, and F5, or triple press the Touch ID button on your MacBook and it will bring up the accessibility menu. In Windows, press and hold the Windows key and U to activate the Accessibility Utilities menu. In Android, you must enable the Accessibility Shortcut menu and you must assign a button to it, custom to your device. Finally, in Chrome OS, you can enable the Always Show Accessibility options in the System menu option so that you can go down to your system tray and activate or access all of your accessibility options. Now that we have covered accessibility features that are built into your device, we will talk a little bit about other pieces of assistive technology and software that can enhance accessibility on your computer or tablet. External devices such as Bluetooth mice and keyboards, switch interfaces, Braille keyboards and displays, eye gaze controllers, and joysticks can greatly aid in accessibility for computers, tablets, and smartphones. Very powerful software tools such as JAWS, NVDA, which stands for Non-Visual Desktop Access, ZoomText, Dragon Naturally Speaking, TextHelp Read and Write, and Natural Reader can be used when built-in tools do not provide sufficient access for the individual with a disability. The accessible software we will be discussing works primarily in the Windows operating system. ZoomText is an advanced screen magnification software for people with low vision that will magnify the screen, enhance contrast, enlarge the mouse pointer and cursor, and can be customized with different settings for each app. The ZoomText toolbar allows control of all features from one easy-to-access location. ZoomText is a paid software program and is frequently used in college and professional settings when built-in software magnification is insufficient. ZoomText will provide great screen magnification for all applications, whereas built-in screen magnifiers may not work properly with all software on the computer. NVDA and JAWS are full-blown screen readers with Braille support for people who are functionally blind. NVDA is a free and open-source software, whereas JAWS is paid software. Both screen readers can work with more software applications than the built-in screen readers and are usually used in college, at home, and in professional settings. They can also be customized to work with non-accessible software. TextHelp Read and Write software adds a floating toolbar to Windows that provides a wide array of reading and writing tools for students with learning disabilities. Unlike the built-in reading and writing features, read and write tools can be used in all Windows applications. Some features include advanced dictionaries with homophone support, text-to-speech and speech-to-text, focus and reading highlighting with page masking, a pronunciation tutor, advanced word prediction, and research and study tools. The toolbar can be customized based on a student's particular needs. Equatio Math software, also available from TextHelp, is a paid program that adds a toolbar enabling students to write math in any Windows application. Students may choose to type out their math problems or dictate them. Additionally, students can draw graphs, enabling them to take more advanced math classes. Dragon Speech Recognition, which used to be called Dragon Naturally Speaking, is advanced voice recognition software that provides full control over a Windows computer and provides speech-to-text dictation to write emails, documents, and produce other written text. The professional version of this software can be customized by adding commands and writing macros, allowing people to use software that would otherwise be inaccessible to voice recognition. In addition to hands-free access, Dragon also has more vocabulary customization and customized dictionaries such as legal and medical terms. To maintain accessibility, it is also very important to get regular software updates for your computer and assistive technology software. Software updates improve compatibility with assistive technologies. These updates also enhance security, protect vital equipment and information. Software updates provide new and improved accessibility features. They can also improve the system stability, and regular updates improve integration with peripheral devices. Microsoft's accessibility site is microsoft.com/accessibility. Apple's accessibility website is apple.com/accessibility. Google's website to answer specific questions on accessibility is google.com/chromebook/accessibility. Android's accessibility website is android.com/accessibility. I hope I have been able to give you a good overview of accessibility, no matter what type of computer you are using. Please be sure to check out each company's website if you have specific questions about their software. And thank you for listening.
Hi, I'm Ashley with Accessing Potential Through Assistive Technology, APT-AT for short. We are a program of the Alabama Department of Rehabilitation Services focused on helping people with disabilities reach their aptitudes and abilities through assistive technology. We provide services such as device demonstrations to assist individuals and their support staff with comparing features of assistive technology to make the best choice for their needs. Our partners across the state provide gently used durable medical equipment that can be acquired at no cost to the individual. We work closely with organizations to provide in-depth training to increase knowledge of assistive technology. In fact, you can request training for your team, school, or school system to support your AT goals. And finally, we offer a lending library to allow individuals to borrow assistive technology tools for 30 days for trial purposes, temporary accommodations while devices are being funded or repaired, or for professional development. We are working closely with the Alabama State Department of Education, Special Education Services, to ensure our lending library is filled with tools you can utilize for your students with disabilities. You can access our lending library by visiting al.atforall.com.
Hello. As a member of the Alabama State Department of Education Special Education Services, I would like to thank you all for engaging in this module on assistive technology. As we conclude, I want to express my appreciation for your commitment to enhancing accessibility in education. The tools and strategies discussed here are pivotal in ensuring that every student has the support they need to succeed. Your dedication to learning and implementing these strategies is instrumental in creating a level playing field for our students with disabilities. As we move forward, I encourage you to continue exploring new advancements in assistive technologies and integrating them effectively into your classroom practices. Together, we can make meaningful strides ensuring that students with disabilities are able to fully engage in the classroom and beyond. Thank you again for your participation and contributions. Let's keep working towards our future where every learner can thrive.